Forrest Gump knows history. General Nathan Bedford Forrest is an ancestor of Forrest Gump, a Civil War general and first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. According to the Forrest Gump film, Mrs. Gump named Forrest after Forrest to remind him that sometimes we all do things that just don't make no sense. Stupid is as stupid does. Forrest meets a young Elvis Presley and they rock out. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Alabama Governor George Wallace stood in front of Foster Auditorium at the University of Alabama on June 11, 1963, to stop the enrollment of African American students Vivian Malone and James Hood. Wallace was confronted by Deputy U.S. Attorney General Nicholas Katzenbach for violating a federal order to allow racial integration. That's all I have to say about that. John F. Kennedy was the 35th President of the United States, the youngest man elected to the office. On November 22, 1963, when he was hardly past his first 1,000 days in office, JFK was assassinated in Dallas, Texas, becoming also the youngest president to die. That's all I have to say about that. The Vietnam War. China had become communist in 1949 and the communists were in control of North Vietnam. The USA was afraid that communism would spread to South Vietnam and then the rest of Asia. It decided to send money, supplies, and military advisors to help the South Vietnamese government. Stupid is as stupid does. Forrest Gump receives the Medal of Honor for his bravery in Vietnam. The character's Medal of Honor ceremony was based on the actual ceremony of Sergeant First Class Sammy L. Davis, who was awarded the medal by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1968. Sometimes they don't go home at all. That's a bad thing. The Black Panther Party was founded in 1966 in Oakland, California by Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale. The party's original purpose was to patrol African American neighborhoods to protect residents from acts of police brutality. That's all I have to say about that. Gump appears alongside John Lennon as an interview subject on an episode of The Dick Cavett Show, inadvertently inspiring the solo hit Imagine. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. They were like peas and carrots, those two. The term Watergate has since become synonymous with various clandestine and illicit activities conducted by Nixon's aides, including the bugging of political opponents' offices, unauthorized investigations, and the misuse of government agencies for political purposes. Nixon resigned. Stupid is as stupid does. Hurricane Carmen was a Category 4 hurricane in 1974. The storm went across the Mexican Yucatan Peninsula and then cut across the state of Louisiana. That's all I have to say about that. Apple Computer Incorporated was founded on April 1st, 1976 by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, who brought to the new company a vision of changing the way people viewed computers. Jobs and Wozniak wanted to make computers small enough for people to have them in their homes or offices. Life is like a box of chocolate. The global pandemic of HIV/AIDS began in 1981 and is an ongoing worldwide public health issue. According to the World Health Organization, by 2023, HIV/AIDS had killed approximately 40.4 million people, and approximately 39 people were infected with HIV globally. That's all I have to say about that. Many historical events are embedded within the movie. Watch the movie. Watch Forrest Gump. It's wonderful. It is the best historical fiction ever created. Peace out. Peas and carrots. Life is like a box of chocolates. That's all I have to say about that. Stupid is as stupid does.